In a study from the UK's Academy of Medical Royal Colleges described the miracle cure of performing 30 minutes of moderate exercise 5 times a week as more powerful than many drugs administered for chronic disease prevention and management. Regular physical activity reduces the risk of developing cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, dementia and some cancers by at least 30%. However, physical activity does not promote weight loss. In the past 30 years, as obesity has rocketed, there has been little change in physical activity levels in the Western population. This places the blame for our expanding waistlines directly on the type and amount of calories consumed. However, the obesity epidemic represents only the tip of a much larger iceberg of the adverse health consequences of poor diet. According to one of the biggest medical journal, The Lancet Global Burden of Disease reports, poor diet now generates more disease than physical inactivity, alcohol and smoking combined. Up to 40% of those with a normal body mass index will harbor metabolic abnormalities typically associated with obesity. This is little appreciated by scientists, doctors, media writers and policymakers, despite the extensive scientific literature on the vulnerability of all ages and all sizes to lifestyle-related diseases. Instead, members of the public are drowned by an unhelpful message about maintaining a healthy weight through calorie counting, and many still wrongly believe that obesity is entirely due to lack of exercise. This false perception is rooted in the food industry's public relations machinery, which uses tactics chillingly similar to those of big tobacco. Coca-Cola, who spent $3.3 billion on advertising in 2013, pushes a message that all calories count. They associate their products with sport, suggesting it is okay to consume their drinks as long as you exercise. However, science tells us this is misleading and wrong. It is where the calories come from that is crucial. Sugar calories promote fat storage and hunger. Fat calories induce fullness or satiation. A large econometric analysis of worldwide sugar availability revealed that for every excess 150 calories of sugar, there was an 11-fold increase in the prevalence of type 2 diabetes, in comparison to an identical 150 calories obtained from fat or protein. And what about carbohydrate loading for exercise? The twin rationales for carbohydrate loading are that the body has a limited capacity to store carbohydrates and these are essential for more intense exercise. However, recent studies suggest otherwise. The work of Volek and colleagues establishes that chronic adaptation to a high-fat, low-carbohydrate diet induces very high rates of fat oxidation during exercise, up to 1.5 grams per minute, sufficient for most exercisers in most forms of exercise, without the need for added carbohydrate. So, what can we do about this? As consumers, we can take responsibility for what we eat and drink, and make informed choices based on the nutritional value of our food and drinks. We can also demand that food and drink companies stop misleading us with their marketing tactics, and instead promote healthy, nutritious options. But it's not just up to us as individuals. Governments and policymakers also have a role to play in creating a food environment that supports healthy choices. This can include measures such as introducing taxes on sugary drinks, restricting the marketing of junk food, and providing education on healthy eating habits. The idea that exercise alone is enough to prevent and manage chronic diseases is a dangerous myth. While regular physical activity is certainly important for our health, it is only one piece of the puzzle. A healthy, balanced diet is equally crucial, and we must work together to ensure that everyone has access to nutritious food and drink options. Only then can we truly begin to tackle the global epidemics of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and other lifestyle-related diseases. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.